if he had these tendencies of wanting having sex with children, why would he wait 3 years? Now another question is this: when does a girl become an adult? Do you know when?
Well, I know what it says in the Quran.
Not in the Quran. No, generally. Forget Quran to a side. What is the definition of a child?
I don't know.
Okay. Some say it's regarding the consensus, like of the country.
Yeah.
Number one.
Yeah.
Number two is that she hasn't reached the age of puberty. She hasn't started her menstruation. So, if a girl at the age of 12 has reached the age of puberty and has started menstruating, is she a child or an adult now?
I don't know. By whose?
There you go. So what we're trying to say is this: the legal age in this country is 16. Yeah, we respect the law of the land. We obey by the law of the land. Yeah, we're not saying nothing to that. What we're saying is the legal age in this country is 16. Now, a girl who has reached the age of puberty at the age of 12 is an adult. This does not mean that, okay, let's suppose my daughter reaches the age of puberty at 12. That means she is menstruating and she's ready to conceive. But that does not mean I'm going to say, okay, darling, time to get married. No, because is she mentally, physically, sexually ready? And also, another factor is this: the legal age here is 16. What if a girl doesn't menstruate and is not physically and sexually ready and she's 16? The law says she's allowed to have sex, but her body says no. So do you see, Islam came not to give it an age. I mean, not to give it, oh, it's 16. In America, it's 14. Do you know there's been 207,000 children being married off in America? In America. In the United Arab Emirates, the legal age is 18. You go to China and Japan, it's 21. So they're all different. Islam says no. Individually, each individual, we don't say 16, and then you have girls who are not reached the age of puberty and they're not ready to conceive at 16 and they're going to be allowed to have sex. They're not ready because it could harm them. Do you get it? So that's why Islam has said each individual has to be assessed by her parents. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Meaning, okay, she started menstruation, she's ready to conceive, but I would say, look, my child is not ready to get married because I think she's still a bit childish. Yeah? So what that means is, the only thing I'm trying to prove here is that a girl reaches adulthood when she starts menstruating. Right? So my point here is this: the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, 1400 years ago, his enemies that hated his guts called him everything. They said, you're a magician, you're a poet. Not a single one of them come and said, hold on a second, why are you marrying little kids for? So the fact that they didn't say that, there's two options. Either that was the norms of the society, or she was not, it was another age. That's the only conclusion. Do you get it? Because if we see something wrong in today's society, we will speak out against it, right? If we do not speak out against it, that means as a society we do not think that is wrong. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So that's why in the Quran and the Hadith, the Prophet's tradition, Islam doesn't give it an age. Meaning each individual has to be assessed to protect her, for her well-being.
I know your point. I've watched a few of your videos.
Yeah. And, so the point here is this, and even there's a video going around that apparently I was saying, oh, I will let a 40-year-old man marry my 9-year-old daughter. I never said such a thing. All I'm saying is, in the Quran and the Sunnah, Islam has come to protect the well-being of a girl. You cannot force her to marry without her consent. You know what I'm trying to say? She reaches the age of puberty when she starts mensing, yeah? So 1400 years ago, life was totally different. You think it was like this, go home and play on your PlayStation? No. Fam, when you was look at the...
No, but someone like Bob, for example, his argument would be that, well, Muhammad, is he perfect for being?
Yes.
His actions should transcend societal norms.
Yes, that's what I'm saying to you.
So then why would his actions be of bedding a 9-year-old?
No, okay, good question.
Because if it was to transcend, he would know.
No, you know why?
Because I mean, Muhammad claims to have divine word from God.
That's a very good question.
Wouldn't God then know of the future and the norms of said society?
Exactly. That's a very good question that you asked there. Yeah.
Well, I didn't ask the question. I could ask the question.
Yeah. So if you was to ask that question, I put it like this: what Islam came down is not for one time, but for all time. That's why Islam is saying you cannot give it an age.
No, but this is why someone like Bob would then be saying, why is it in the Quran?
But Bob has no legs to stand on, because when Mary, in the Bible, the one he follows, God's mother, that gave birth to God Jesus, God's mother married Joseph when he was 90 and she was 12. Yeah? And even Isaac marrying in the Old Testament, Rebecca. Thank you. That's why, that's why Allah says in the Quran, if you don't know something, ask somebody Or if you can't ask, if they hear you, they can answer. So it was Rebecca, yeah? So what does that show you? Bob's got no legs to stand on. Bob's trying to build something, fam. Your house is collapsing and you're here trying to build something. Bob has no legs to stand on.
No, but I think his point, I think his point was the fact that it was wrong in general.
No, hear me, 1 second. I'm saying, look, let's go back 1400 years ago. The norms of that society, the life expectancy, the way people live their life is not the same as today's. A girl today matures at an age of 13, 14, 12, 10, yeah? We're seeing when we go back then, and even today, because we're doing a research about this, I'm going to release a 2-series video about this, yeah? Girls are reaching, in today's time, the age of puberty. If I'm lying, yeah? We got a group of sisters from our team to do research. They found 6 videos on YouTube of 9-year-old girls saying, I started my menses at 9. The question that we're asking is this. That's why Islam came for all time. Because the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, married her at 6 and waited for her to be an adult and menstruate to consummate. If he did not wait 3 years, then we'd have been like, okay, she wasn't ready and the Prophet just raped her. Why did he wait 3 years? This is really important. Because the fact he knew she was not sexually developed, he had to wait 3 years in order for her to become an adult, then to consummate. So that means in all ages, today as Muslims, we will not marry somebody if they're not ready.
But you would marry a 9-year-old?
No, see, you missed the point.
No, I don't understand.
You missed the point.
I've come here to listen.
1 second. And a woman who has reached the age of puberty at 9 back then, today that age might be 16. So what do we go with? What's the principle? Look, what's the principle? She has to be mentally, sexually, physically ready, and there's a harm factor. When we use this principle, back then it makes sense, today it makes sense. When I want to marry somebody, for example, if the father comes and says, my daughter likes you, okay, how was your daughter? She's 16. Okay, is she mentally ready? Is she sexually ready? Is she physically ready? And there's a harm factor element. Is she? Oh no, she's not. Sorry, Islamically I can't marry your daughter.
Well, for example,
do you get it? Do you get it?
I agree with your
that's
your conclusion, but I don't know. It's just none of that, for example, is said in. I don't know. I haven't read all of the Quran, so I don't know. But none of that is said in the Quran.
No, this is look. What we go by is.
So when if that was perhaps, then Bob wouldn't have his legs to stand.
Shall I tell you something? If you brought Bob, yeah, if the Prophet ﷺ came in front of him, Bob will say, look, if someone doesn't want to believe, they won't believe. Bob here is not here to learn. That's why I don't want to speak to you. I know you're not here for an agenda. You're here.
I am here for an agenda.
Everyone has an agenda. But
I'm here for the truth.
Good.
We're all here to get
when I'm an agenda, he's not here for the truth. Jesus says, seek the truth and the truth shall set you free. Bob and his little team over there, that lady screaming there, yeah? Okay, they come here every week, you know what for? Just to attack Islam. I swear to God, I have not seen them come here once and speak to a Hindu or speak to a Sikh. All they do is come here every single week with a new argument. I'll come and see them. What's your argument today? What happened? So here is, they have an agenda. And I know we all have an agenda, but I'm saying their agenda is hate. Bob, if I answer them like this, you know what he'll say? I'm not convinced, Ali. I'm not convinced. I'm not going to waste my time with him. I'd rather go speak to a tree. At least the tree might, it does some benefit. If I speak to Bob, and then he's going to go with this. He's going to repeat the same thing next week. I'll debunk his claim. He'll come next week and repeat the same thing. Why? Because he wants to make us Muslims look bad. Just like Tommy Robinson. Tommy Robinson has an agenda. Do you follow Tommy Robinson?
I follow everyone here, to be honest.
Yeah, okay. But Tommy Robinson, and maybe it's time to unfollow him, yeah? I'm joking.
No, you should always follow the people you disagree with as well. Otherwise, you're half-heartedly knowing the truth.
Yeah, I know. I'm joking. What I'm saying is people have agendas, yeah? If my agenda here is to make white people look bad, fam, you can talk to me all day. White people do charity, I don't care. White people, no, I don't care. If I have an agenda and if I'm hateful, I'm just going to spew my nonsense. Just like Tommy Robinson, when he was saying, this Quran teaches this. And when I went up to me, he didn't bring one verse. Why? Because he's pocketing money. He has to put money in his pocket. So my question is this to you, yeah? Is that the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, if he was a paedophile, what they call, yeah? He would have married Aisha at 6 and consummate and say, look, I don't care. The fact that he waited 3 years is because of her well-being. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
I get that, but
yeah.
Just for anyone who actually does want to learn the information, where does it say that?
Okay, good. What we're doing is on my YouTube channel, we're releasing, Ustad Adnan Rashid, my teacher, we're releasing a 2-series video debunking this claim. Janaza, literally, you're not buried, yeah? We buried, not literally, but intellectually, we're gonna bury this argument once and for all.
Well, that's what we should do, yeah.
Because
We're
50 years
scrutinised.
ago, shall I tell you something? He's a Christian missionary, Bob. Yeah, he's a Christian missionary. I won't be surprised if he gets paid. Their job is to attack Islam. Okay, I'm here to defend my religion against these kind of lies and criticisms. Yeah. Okay, 50 years ago, no Christian missionary used this argument. Why? Because it was the norms of the society. Because in the UK it was happening. Do you get it? What they're going to say? Because they knew, how can we use this argument against the Prophet Muhammad? Because we're doing it. Do you get it? We're marrying girls who have reached the age of puberty, have become adult. So that's why they couldn't use it. But now, because societal norms have changed, you know Friends? You know the episode Friends?
The show, yeah.
The show Friends. Do you know recently they aired it on Netflix? And you know they got massive complaints. Do you know why? Because, how old is Friends? 20 years? About 20 years old, yeah? When they put it back on Netflix, people start giving complaints. It's homophobic, it's, what's it called? What's it called? You know, it gives more, I forgot the word. Sexist. Thank you, that's where you need help. Sexist, it's homophobic. So the question you're asking is, why did nobody complain 20 years ago? Because fam, back then, it was no problem. But now society has changed so much that within 20 years, they're complaining to Netflix, this is homophobic, this is sexist. You see how our society is changing. That's why we go by the law of God. Because if you look at Nazi Germany, in Nazi Germany, if you was there, killing Jews was okay. Because that was the societal norms. You get what I'm trying to say? So that's why what we say is we follow objective morality. We do not follow a law that now in Denmark or a country they want incest. They're trying to legalize incest. Do you see where it's going? Next is going to be animals. I saw one guy marrying a piano. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Yeah. Did you know that? There's one guy. He married the piano. Yeah. I don't know what kind of communication they're going to have. Yeah. But the problem here is this. Yeah. Society is going on a mad one. Next man's marrying a flipping dog, flipping elephant. The question is, societal norms are changing. We're saying we stick to the laws of God. Yeah. To the best of our ability. Of course, the law of the land as well. Because the law of the land says, look, fam, you can't do, for example, you can't pass the traffic light. Most Muslims back home won't stop at the traffic light. You know what I'm trying to say? So that's about it. Is there any questions you want to ask me?
No. I just came because you seemed like you wanted to discuss.
Does that make sense to you though? Like,
of course, mate. Your clarification made 100% sense. I'm Joseph. It's just, where does it actually say that? Because what you've just said is all innovative, it's all new.
No. What it is,
and that's a crime.
What I would do is, it's a good question. The Prophet Muhammad, we take from his actions. So for example, sometimes somebody will come to the Prophet and say, can I do this?
No, but what I'm basically getting at is, how do you know
evidence?
that those 3 years were...
Oh, sorry, what is your question?
You say Muhammad waited 3 years.
Yes.
How can you justify his reason? Does it say it anywhere?
Okay.
That's all I'm asking.
Okay, alright, that's a good question. So you're saying, why did the Prophet Muhammad, how do you know he waited for that?
You said he waited 3 years. I don't know, I'm only repeating.
Yeah. Oh no, we know because it's authentic hadith. Sahih Bukhari Muslim. So we have authentic hadith, means the saying of the Prophet. The reports of the Prophet, peace be upon him, yeah? So we have reports of his life. What he did, what he ate, how he brushed his teeth, everything to the minute detail. How he prayed like this. He put his feet up like this. Look, it's so in detail. His toes were facing this way. He sat this. When he finished praying, he sat like this. Everything we know about him. That's why when you follow him today, be it the beard, be it the way we talk, the way we walk, even the way we go toilet, man. I'm telling you, even the way we go toilet. So Islam is not a religion, it's a way of life.
Yeah.
It's absolutely. When we eat with our right hand, what to say before we eat, what to say after we eat, how to treat our wife, how to treat our friends, how to treat. Do you know what I'm trying to say? It's a total way of life, you know, and that's why it's come down for us, you know.
So does it say anywhere for the 3 years where does Muhammad give his justification? What does it say?
Why he waited?
Yeah.
Okay, what I would do is, just so I'm not mistaken.
At the end of the day, you've plucked me out of a conversation which I wasn't involved, and it's a very heated conversation.
Yes.
So I'm asking your references, basically.
From what we know, he waited 3 years. Yeah. So
no, but you gave reasons why. I'm only asking, how do you know they are the reasons?
What I would do is, just so
until she was mentally ready.
I don't know off my head. Yeah. Okay. What I would do is, I would research it more in detail because I know I've come across it, but I can't remember it now. Yeah. What I would do is, if you're here next week, or if you watch this video, I will send the hadith authentic sources to the camera. To the brother, not the camera.
What's the channel?
I'll put it on the video. Okay. Yeah, so I'll put it on there.
Yeah, that's fine. Alright, was that everything?
Yeah. What about you? Do you believe in God?
Oh no, I don't know. I think if anyone makes that assumption, they're too bold.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So are you trying to say I'm bold?
You are bold.
Okay, let's talk about it.
What do
you mean bold or bold?
No, no, no.
Okay, I'm joking.
You've made the assumption that there is a God, and I'm not going to be so bold as to do the same.
Okay, moving on to the next topic, guys. Okay, so why don't you believe in a creator? What would you say? Like, what is the reason you do not believe in a creator?
I don't know. I said I did.
Are you open to the idea?
Yeah, there could be. I just haven't been presented sufficient evidence.
Okay, all right. Okay, I'll try to give you a couple of evidences. Yeah. So, okay, let me start off with something a bit simple. Yeah. Okay. I use this argument all the time.
The sock argument.
Yeah. The socks. You know my socks. Yeah. They're quite famous now these days.
You made them very famous.
Okay. What do you think about that argument? Have you heard of it?
That something can't be created by itself.
Not my socks.
What about?
So, for example, does my socks have a purpose?
Well, you give them a purpose.
Not me, the one who made it.
I don't know. You get an instruction manual with your socks saying you should wear them on your feet?
No.
Some people wear them on their hands.
Yeah, they need to know how to wear it. But what I'm trying to say is the one who made the socks, he found a purpose for it. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so the socks have a purpose.
And which is?
You wear it on your feet.
For?
So it keeps it warm. Yeah. So it shows that there's design behind it. The fact that it was made. Yeah?
Yeah.
So what I'm using a very simple argument, socks, yeah? Socks has a purpose, socks has a designer, and socks is designed. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So my argument is based on design and complexity, yeah? Are you more complex in design or socks?
Well, yeah, I'm more complex than socks.
Okay. So what we're going to do...
Based on what? Based on how many elements I have in my body? Based on my functions?
Yeah, of course. The way you function.
My potential with energy, what?
Of course, the way you function, the way your body works, the way you operate, everything.
Okay.
Yeah? Now, are you more complex or the universe?
The universe is more complex than me. Actually, no. I'm more complex than the universe.
How?
Because I contain everything within it. Like stars literally have to die to get the elements inside your body.
You don't contain what's in it. It contains you.
It works vice versa.
No, universe contains you. You're within the universe. Universe is not within you.
Of course it is.
How?
How many elements do you have in your body? Do you know offhand? No,
Sorry?
but elements in your body. Okay. You know, do you know what elements are?
Yeah.
We have a few, don't we?
Yeah. Okay.
They come from inside the furnaces of stars. Inside.
Okay.
And those stars had to blow up in order.
Okay.
They have to spread their enriched guts all around the universe.
What I'm trying to say is, the way the sun works, the way the stars function, our galaxy, the rain cycle, the water cycle, all of this is within the universe, and it works in a
all in harmony,
in a systematical way. Yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. And all the things, if you look at it, it's in our universe, be it in the oceans, what's inside the oceans, different creatures, it's more complex than human beings. The universe as a whole is more complex than human beings.
I agree.
The way it functions. So we go back to the socks, yeah? Because what we say is we have to be consistent. The socks have a purpose, the socks have a designer, and the socks have design. Yes? What's your purpose?
I don't know.
Okay, so if you are more complex than socks, you must have a purpose.
Why?
Because if a mere socks, which you are more complex than, has a purpose, if you're more complex in design, how could you not have a purpose?
Well, no, the sock was made out. What are we made from? Why are we made?
No.
So you're saying I'm meant to be made with a purpose?
Yes.
Okay, so what is it?
There should be a purpose.
Okay.
You get what I'm trying to say? You don't operate the way your eye, your nose, your body, whatever it may be. You did not. You operate for a reason, for a purpose. You get what I'm trying to say? You're not here.
Are you basically saying like the meaning of life?
Yes, you can say.
Well, the meaning of life is just to live.
We'll come to that. Yeah. So what we're trying to say is now, is that the socks have a designer. Therefore, if you have a purpose and you are designed, you require a what?
Go on.
You say it.
No, go on.
Designer. You should have a designer.
I should have a designer?
Yes.
Who's designing it?
We're going to come to that, but can we accept the premise that if you're complex in design and you have a purpose, there has to be a designer?
No, I don't accept that.
Okay, why not?
I'm open to the interpretation that this all could be an accident.
Okay, we'll come to that. Okay. But with this argument, why would you say, no, that doesn't make sense to me?
Well, I'm not going to get involved in hypotheticals.
No, it's not hypothetical. This is real life examples of your socks. Your socks have a purpose, has a design, and so therefore has to be designed. This is my premise.
So why do I have to have a purpose? But I don't even think I'm designed, so I don't even meet the criteria to follow this hypothetical.
You're not designed.
I don't think so.
How do you come to a conclusion?
I said I don't know.
You are designed. Yeah, you can't deny the fact that you're designed. The way your body functions, your organs, your heart, your nose, your eyes, your ears, your legs, the way you eat, your teeth in the right place, the chew. There is an organisation, there's a complexity. Yeah? So therefore, the socks, if the socks have a designer, by default you have to accept that you have a designer. Why? If not, then why does the socks have a designer? What was my premise of seeing the socks as a designer?
No, but you could ignore that analogy.
No, why?
Because they was made by us. But we don't know who made us, and I'm happy enough to say I don't know.
Okay, no, I respect that. But what I'm saying is you acknowledge that your socks was made.
Yeah, I acknowledge that.
How did you acknowledge that? Did you go to the factory and see it get made?
No, but mate, if you want to make a pair of socks, you can.
Have you made socks before?
No.
Have you seen the one who made socks before?
Which one? Which pair of socks?
The one you're wearing?
No.
Have you gone to the factory and seen it?
No.
How do you know it's designed?
Well, I can work it out pretty much.
How? Tell me how you.
We all know the concept of socks, for example.
But what faculties would you use to work out?
To work out what?
That your socks are designed.
Logic.
And reasoning.
Well, logic, yeah.
Induction, reasoning, yeah. Okay. So now you use your faculties to come to a simple conclusion of something you saw. Socks. Yeah? You did not go on, you did not say, hey, hold on a second, I bought these socks. In order for me to know these socks are designed, I have to go to the factory and see the guy make it, otherwise I'm not convinced. You didn't do that, right? You came to the automatic conclusion by looking into it and coming to the basic assumption that it's designed. So you use your faculties. Therefore, when we look at our universe and within ourselves, yeah, we're using the same thing, our rational, logic, you can say, deductive reasoning and understanding. Hold on a second. If I can accept my socks of a designer with me just looking at it and seeing it on purpose, and without seeing the one who made it, looking within yourself and looking around the universe should give you the conclusion of what?
Well, the universe could have a creator. I'm not disputing that
Okay,
point.
I'm
saying I don't know.
Okay, I'm trying to prove to you that it does. So, using the same premise, can we come to the simple conclusion that there has to be a designer?
Not for a human, no.
Why not? Why for a substance? Not for a human?
What made you come into reality?
The same. Look.
Was it God who designed you?
Yes.
Or was it your parents?
No.
Not who designed you, but made you.
Who made me?
Oh, are you saying they're two different things?
Yeah, of course. Okay. Of course. Because even if you go to my grandparents, my great-great-grandparents, the first cell, where did it come from? The question I'm asking you is this.
Well, no, that's chemistry. That's when chemistry turns into biology.
No, I understand. But what I'm trying to say is that I'm using the same premise, yeah? And I'm being consistent. If my socks are the designer, yeah? And I didn't say, hey, who made this? I didn't say that. I just said, look, that's design. I can look like my phone, yeah? My phone. You can look at.
No, but I can agree that everything designed has a designer.
Good.
But I don't believe that we are designed by divinity.
But why?
I don't know, because I haven't been. If you're trying to give me evidence, I'm sorry, but you're not convincing me.
Okay, maybe I'm not conveying the message clearly. Yeah. This Apple iPhone, is it designed or not?
Of course it's designed.
Did you see the designer?
Same.
Yes.
Yeah. No, of course.
But you came to the conclusion that it's designed without doing that. Why do you not do the same thing with the universe and yourself?
Well, I don't know. This is why I have that answer. I'm not saying.
So what we're saying is,
not having a claim.
I'm going to use the same premise. I haven't seen the one who made it, but what I know is there's a function. There's design. Yeah? Has a designer. Now I look into the mirror and I look at myself. My eye is more complex than this camera. The way I function is more complex than this camera. The way I'm designed is more complex than this camera. Same thing. If I'm going to say this is designed, by default, I have to say I'm designed.
Why?
Okay, why do you say this is designed? Reject this. Why don't you reject this? If you're going to reject yourself, your design, why don't you do the same with the phone? Why not? Why don't you say, you know what, maybe this came by chance?
No, because I can gather evidence to find out how that phone was made. No, but I can.
Okay, but have you?
No, but I can. So even here, me being now talking to you, the one who says he knows God and stuff, you're convincing me, so I'm coming to you. The same way I would go to Google and find out how that phone was made or where those socks were made.
Can we agree that the fact, so right at this moment of time, you haven't done that research, but you believe that's designed?
100%.
So, let's just be consistent. Same thing I'm saying with us. Look at the way I'm designed, yeah? Same thing. You did not say, I have to go. By default, you said this is design. So I'm saying use the same premise with yourself in the universe. When you look at the universe...
No, but why do you apply that to your DNA, for example?
Why wouldn't I?
Well, genes, for example.
Yeah.
Do you know about what they are?
A little bit, yes.
Okay.
Like, for example, look, even that's another argument I'm going to use, the DNA.
Yeah, go on.
The single strand of a DNA, how much information does it have?
All of it.
Huh?
Everything about you.
Not only that, it has more information than every single book compiled on this planet. Do you know that?
Is that a fact?
Yeah. One strand of a DNA cell has more information than every single book on this planet. Yeah? Okay. My wife's calling me.
Go.
She has to be a bit patient. What I'm saying is this is one argument, yeah? I'm saying that if you're going to say this is designed by default, you have to look at the universe and say this has to be designed too. Because otherwise you're contradicting yourself. You're saying...
Well, I'm not contradicting yourself.
You are. You're saying this is designed...
I'm saying there can be a designer for one thing and not another.
Selective.
I don't even know if we're.
But how does that make sense?
If you do, convince me. Don't be using metaphors and.
No, I'm not using metaphors. I'm giving you a real life example. A phone is designed. You accept that. You haven't seen the designer. The universe is designed, but you reject the designer. That's what I'm saying.
I don't suggest the universe is designed.
Then why do you suggest the phone is designed?
For the same reasons I say, I can point out and go to Google, find the evidence to say.
But right at this moment in time, you haven't done that and you believe it. Why?
No. But should I do that now?
No. The point is this. The point is that you believe it without doing it. So I'm saying the fact that you believe it without doing that information shows that you have a surety with your faculties that this is designed.
Well, see, you would compare God and design to socks.
The universe, not God.
You'd compare the universe to a pair of socks.
Yeah.
How? Just with the fact that it has a designer.
Yeah. By seeing if
I am unsure if there is a designer.
Okay, but I'm trying to prove it to you.
No, you can try and prove it with that.
No, I am. But do you realize if you deny the phone, if you accept the phone as a designer, why are you rejecting the universe? I'm just trying to understand that. Why?
I don't know. I haven't been given sufficient evidence.
But I am. I'm saying.
No. That may be for you. That's not enough evidence
for me. But maybe you're not understanding. You believe the phone as a designer, but you have not seen the designer. You said to me, if there's a designer, why can't I see him?
I didn't say that.
Okay. If the universe has a designer, if the universe is designed, doesn't it require a designer?
Yeah, but I'm rejecting the fact I believe the universe is designed.
But you're contradicting yourself. You're contradicting yourself because I'm saying if something's designed, it requires a
design.
The phone is designed, it requires a
designer.
The universe is designed, it requires.
I refute that point.
Okay, but I'm saying why? Why do you reject that and not this?
Where do you get your ideas from? What makes you believe what you believe in? Because I'm saying I don't know.
No. What I do is very simple. I look at the phone.
You look at the phone and the pair of socks and you deduce that because there is a creator of those socks, there is a creator of this universe.
No. I look at the socks and the iPhone and I say they're designed. I can see design in them. So if there's a design by rationale and logic, it requires a designer. Then I turn around to myself and look in the mirror and I look at my fingerprint and it doesn't match your fingerprint and it doesn't match anybody else's fingerprint and the way my eyes function, yeah, and the way my body works, where my teeth is, I look at it and say, whoa, that's design. If there's design, there has to be a designer.
So what gave you that impression? The fact that you can see your eyes, you look in the mirror's teeth, what?
I look at the phone and say there's design. There has to be a designer. I use the same premise. I'm designed, I have to require a designer.
But why do you believe you're designed?
Okay, is my fingerprint designed?
No.
Why not?
I don't know.
Why doesn't my one match yours?
Because of the womb. It's something about us being in the womb and how we don't have the same movements.
Okay, but okay, 1 second. So what put something in place for me to do something in the womb that my fingerprint
I don't know. This is where I'm humble enough to say I don't know, but you know, Ali.
No.
Tell me.
No, but I am.
Let me know, but don't use the comparison of socks with God.
You're not understanding. I am. No, I'm saying, look, it's not with God. Are you telling me?
The design.
Okay, are you, 1 second. Are you telling me, 1 second. Are you telling me you're not designed?
I don't think I'm designed.
Your eye. How does your eye operate?
I don't know. You designed it. I don't know. No one designed it.
So you just came by chance?
I don't know.
Randomness, you believe in randomness?
Yeah.
So you believe in the chance theory?
I believe in chaos.
Can chaos give order?
Yes.
Evidence.
Alright, I'll provide that next week if you're happy.
Okay. There's no way chaos gives order. From chaos, we'll never
No,
get
but
order.
there is a time within chaos where there will be order operating.
No.
But I will happily come and have a
You bring that. But my argument is that. My argument, like I said, you can take it or leave it, is the argument of design. I'm designed, I know I'm designed. The way my eye functions. Of course, man, the way I operate, the way... Look at me standing in front of you. My heart has to work, I have to breathe, I need oxygen, I need water, I need food. All this is the atoms, the way the atoms work. Yeah? Oh, let me give you another evidence. The DNA. How the DNA works, yeah? Do you know the DNA? It does things. Yeah? It's like you know, like these robots in car things. You know. Has anyone got a book? If I had a book, does anyone have like a book? Actually, one second. If I had a book, in a book there's information. Yeah? In a book, yeah? Okay. In a book, there's information. If there's information, it requires what? There has to be intelligence.
Does there?
So if you see a book, do you say, oh, this is just...
No, but I'm getting your comparison of where it's going from here. You're saying...
Okay, when you see a book, do you say this came by chance, or do you say there's an author of intelligence?
There's an author.
Okay, so there's author intelligence, yeah? Because you see information and you say, okay, there must be someone who wrote this. A single strand of a DNA, yeah, has more information than every single book on this planet. Did you know that?
You said that, yeah, but I'm going to have to Google that.
No problem. You can look. But even let's what argument say.
No, I'm taking your word for face
there's
value.
information. Same premise. When you look at a book, you say there has to be intelligence and an author. When you look at the DNA, and there's information, and the information is working and doing something, what does it require? What would it require?
What?
The DNA. There's information.
Oh, see, this is where I disagree. I don't know, and
Okay, but on what premise are you disagreeing? Because the thing is, I've brought you the evidence. I'm saying to you, you don't deny a book. Why do you deny DNA?
Because the universe happening by chance and everything with it.
That's a claim and an assumption you have. I'm saying the DNA has information. If there's information, it requires what?
See, no, because of what you've just said before that, you're setting me up here for a logical fallacy.
I'm not saying.
And I'm not going to answer.
No. But
I'm not going to walk down the path you're setting me.
Okay, but what you're doing now is you're having a pre-assumption of something that you claim that I'm going to do to trap you. I'm not here to trap you. I'm here to dialogue and understand. So I don't want you to think, oh my gosh, there's a boogie trap. Let me move around it for the sake of it. Forget egos aside. I'm not here to win an argument.
No, but you're basically arguing with someone who says they don't know to the question you're...
No, but
in fact,
okay.
It's not even a debate here. You should be here providing evidence.
No, I am.
All right.
I'm saying...
Just keep on going, because I'm not clicking with the...
No, but okay. Okay, if I said to you, I saw a book, and I believe there's no intelligent novel that came by chance, what would you say?
Say what you want. I mean...